Well, my name is Brenda Louise Drew Sweat.
Oh my goodness.
Not even close to Ownby or Whaley.
And what is the family line? Whaley, Ownby?
Ownby and Whaley.
Okay.
Because my grandmother was a Whaley and my grandfather was an Ownby.
Okay.
He was a preacher.
What was his name?
Fred Walter Ownby.
And what was his church? Where was it? Where was his church?
Well, he was kind of like what you call a circuit riding preacher.
Mm-hmm.
However, when
Was he Methodist?
Baptist.
Baptist.
Yeah. And whenever we came up here and the church was still here, he preached.
Now, which church where?
There was a church, an old church that was here.
At this site?
Yes, it was on this site.
I heard that there was a CCC camp here also. Is that true?
What?
A CCC.
I don't know
No?
anything about
Tell
that.
us about the church then.
Well, you
I
were
don't-
too young
I'm
to
too-
remember.
yeah, I don't remember.
I was still about. I was
Heard my
young.
name.
We're talking church. We're talking about the local church, which was located for me right here.
The church was here. It was
Whereabouts?
I would say just about in the center of that area. But
Where the
it's- but
pavilion
yeah,
is?
somewhere around that area.
Okay.
It was an old church. You walked up the steps. It was a wooden old church. You walked in and there were slats that you sat on. And
Raised?
yes,
Logs under them or
yes.
some support?
And a funny story is one time when we were here, we were sitting on a slat with our mother, and she looked down, and in the wood there's a hole,
Oh.
and then she saw a snake.
Oh boy.
And she just put her foot on top of it until the service was over.
Did the snake sing along?
Well, it was probably singing, but we didn't hear it because she covered it with her foot.
Now, were the men and the women sitting together?
Yes.
They were not separated on the sides.
No, you could sit together now. Normally, it was a lot of the women with the children because it was a smaller church. So they made sure the women and the children, got to go in for the service when we were up there. But there were men as well.
Yeah, well, good. So there were no strict regulations like that.
No.
Wiley Oakley says in his area, he was over in the Gatlinburg area, that the men and the women sat on different sides.
Okay.
The women on the left and the men on the right, I do believe is what he said. So I was just curious if that tradition was out here also.
No.
All right, we've got Joel here also.
Yes.
Joel, last name Ownby, right?
Ownby.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. And in the middle, what's your name?
I'm Tessie Jean Drew Bell.
Okay, is this your...
This is my aunt.
That's your aunt, okay. Well, we're talking about the religious practices, churches. Was it you hear about very strict religious communities. Was Greenbrier one of them, or could you dance? Could you sing? Could you tell stories? What was the tradition here?
Well,
Anybody can speak up. Joel,
yeah.
you got
Well,
any?
I didn't really come to the church you were describing. Back then, I didn't come as much as I really started coming more. I mean, I did when I was a little kid. I don't remember a lot of that, but
Then you became a heathen, right?
Yeah, for a while. In 2002. But now, Brenda and I are first cousins. Our grandfather, Fred Walter, he was a Baptist preacher, and he preached up here. And then, of course, when they ran him out of the mountains, he preached all over different places. And he lived up Porter Creek And if you go up Porter Creek right there, there's
I was there Tuesday.
there is a set of steps in the bank.
Yes.
Those steps are over 100 years old. The way I know that is because when they had to leave here to go over to Elkmont because of logging, because if you were a preacher in the mountains, you had another job too. You were a farmer or something else.
Right.
Well, Papa went over to do some logging, and that's where my dad was born in 1927. Or, yes, 27. So, this being 2026, I know those steps were there before they left, so they're over 100 years old. And they're still in the bank up there. But that's where the home place was. And I think somebody said the chimney is still, there's remnants of the house still there.
Okay.
In fact, I even have a picture of Grandma and the older children that were born up there in front of that house. I've got a picture of that.
Were they the original residents at that spot
Yes.
that you?
Yeah, that
She thinks-
was our grandparents.
Yes. And let's trace that lineage. Now, who was the great granddaddy you talked about? Who was the granddaddy? Who was the father? And now we know who you
the
are.
first Ownby that came from North Carolina was John.
John.
He crossed. Then I'm trying to think of the name of his son, but then it came on down to Joel, who is our great grandfather.
Joel Ownby.
And his cemetery is in the Ownby Cemetery up here in Porter Creek, and it's the largest stone in that cemetery. And then Joel had actually he was a unique character. He had two families. He married a woman and had a whole slew of kids, and she died, and he married another and had a whole slew of kids. Our grandfather was the youngest one of the second wife. And so he had older brothers and sisters from the first marriage, of course, that he never met because they grew up, they were gone, they moved out of this part of the country.
So what was that name of that great name it for me to be sure I understand.
The great grandfather, our papa's father is Joel.
Joel, okay.
Yeah. Now, do you remember his father's name?
I'm sorry.
I want to say Arthur, but it may not be. I would have to look on the Ancestry website to get it for
Memory
sure.
being what it isn't anymore.
Yeah.
And then coming down from Joel, he had a lot of children, you said, by one wife, two families. Total of... anybody know?
I really don't know the total. I could look at it on the website, it would tell.
Okay.
But
if you find out, let me know.
But Papa was the youngest one of the second family, and he settled up here, Reverend Fred Walter Ownby.
Okay.
And he settled up here at Porter Creek, and I think he had around 7 children up here. Now, 2 of these died as infants, basically, but all the rest of them lived and left in the mountains when they ran them out. And all these children but one lived into their 90s. And one of them even lived to be 101. So
who was that?
11 kids altogether, but 9 that lived into adulthood. And one of them died in her 40s of cancer, but all the rest of them, including my dad and her mom, lived into their 90s.
Now, what do you attribute that to? Because you see so many tombstones where people die early, and yet you also hear about families and people who live way on into their years. Is it good living, good harp singing? What was it, I wonder?
Well,
healthy?
They say to honor your father and mother that your life may be long. I think they did. They honored their father and mother, but they probably had some good genetics. Because growing up, they were eating lard and things cooked in that, and everybody says it's bad for you. I don't think personally that it is. That's the way they grew up, and eating the old country foods and the styles of cooking and
breathing this wonderful air in the Smoky Mountains.
The majority of their
clean
adulthood,
water.
was not in these mountains, but
Right, they had to move.
yeah, they had to move.
Now,
but
what generation that you're associated with had to leave the park, had to leave this area
Well,
when it became the park?
my dad was born in 1927, and his younger two sisters were born in Pigeon Forge.
Okay.
So that means sometime after 1927, they ran them out.
And what was Reverend Ownby's wife's name?
Sophia Orlena Whaley.
Mm-hmm.
And she was one of the Whaleys. That's how we're associated with all these Whaleys, because that's their grandmother.
So
Yeah.
that was where the Whaleys and the Ownbys came together the first time?
Oh, well, no.
Maybe not.
There are many,
Might have been a lot
many.
of path crossings.
There are
eh?
many intermarriages between
Right.
those two families.
As they said earlier, there wasn't nobody else.
That's what they said. You know,
Any stories of that time, your family, or the religion, churches or cemeteries that you want that comes to mind that you'd like
They were
to mention?
Baptist.
they were.
Primitive Baptist?
I don't think so. No.
I wouldn't say that they were primitive Baptists, no. But I can remember them telling stories as we would go. We used to walk up to the cemetery, and we'd get close to the place, and they'd say, out there on that rock is where Daddy went to pray in the mornings. They prayed. I think prayer had a whole lot to do, you know, with their lives and how their lives turned out, and whatever was going on, they trusted the Lord to take care of that and lean on Him no matter what.
Yeah.
I really think that had a lot to do with it. They loved each other, that family. We were all so close. We're still close.
Yeah, I can tell.
And it was a hard life up in these mountains.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the Ownby Cemetery.
When,
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a church associated with that? Because usually cemeteries are, but not in that case.
No.
Was it Ownby property?
You know,
That
I
cemetery's
don't
on.
know. I don't know whose property it was.
It's called the Ownby Cemetery, so I assume maybe.
Yes, probably,
Maybe so,
but
yeah.
I don't. I've never heard them. I never even asked that question. So,
And it's a small cemetery. Now,
Yeah.
there's two other larger cemeteries that are on back down the hill from where we are right now. One of them's Plemons. And that first Ownby that came into this, his grave's right in the middle of that, John.
Okay.
And he fought in the War of 1812, but he's the first Ownby into this area. And then there is actually a Whaley cemetery. I've been to it once. You all been to it. You've been to it more than
Where is it?
It's on the other side of the road, and you
Put
have
that
to walk
plate
up
down.
a steep path. You have to walk up a steep path. Oh, I'll keep it down.
No, he's gonna keep that plate. He wants to fill that plate
Yeah,
out.
I was fixing to put food in it here a
I
minute ago.
know. Dragged you over
But
here. So the Whaley Cemetery is where now?
you know where the bridge is down here?
Yes.
All right. If you go across
You turn
the bridge,
left,
there's
Plemons,
a path
it's
that
up
goes
the hill.
up to Plemons.
All right.
But it's on the other side of that road before you turn onto the bridge. You'll see a little path take off pretty close to the bridge before you get to the bridge.
On the right hand side?
Yes.
It's on the right hand side, and it goes on an angle, just a little footpath, and you take it up quite a little ways, and then the path forks. You take the right fork, and you follow it around, and there this big cemetery is.
Okay, so it's the
Yeah.
second biggest.
Oh,
perhaps.
it's large. I don't know.
I kept hearing that the Plemons is the largest, but I don't
Plemons
know.
large, but this one's very large also.
Okay, and this road you're talking about is just before that intersection where the bridge is.
Yeah, it's
on the
just
right hand side coming
just
in.
a footpath.
Just a footpath.
we
Have
never
anything?
knew the name.
What?
I never knew the name of that one that went up the other side.
I've always heard it called the Whaley Cemetery.
Well, okay, I didn't know that. See, I learned something today.
Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Are you getting hungry?
Yes.
Now you haven't said anything.
I've been-
You got
I've been-
anything
I've
that
been just
popped in
learning.
your mind that you want to say?
I want to make sure that we mention Aunt Naomi, who
You
recently
go right
passed
ahead.
away. That was she 100 and
She was 101.
Yeah.
Oh my.
All of our aunts and uncles, with the exception of the one who died in her 40s of cancer, and the 2 babies that died,
Up here.
And they're
Up here.
buried up here.
the rest of them lived to be in their hundreds. And
90s.
in their 90s, and
Yeah.
several of them were close to 100 when they died. And then you can tell them about Aunt
And it's Naomi Minta Ownby Farmer.
2 of her daughters
Her
are here.
daughters are here if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Love to have them if they want to
Fact-
say anything.
In the pink right there is one of them. We'll call her over. And I'm going to let her take my place. Come on here.
Okay, thank you, Joel. What's your name?
My name is Kathy Farmer King, and my mother was Naomi Mintha Ownby, and she was born in June the 30th, 1923, and she lived to be 101.
Where's she buried?
She is buried in Lyndhurst Cemetery in Knoxville.
So her family moved in that
Yes.
direction after
Yes.
had to leave the pond.
When she met my dad, they were in Knoxville, and she was working in Knoxville. This is my sister.
Okay. Hey, sis.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
I'm Phyllis Diane Schneider,
This time.
farmer.
We've been
Phyllis Diane,
talking.
farmer.
We were just talking about
Mom.
your kin who lived to be 101
101 and a half.
and a half.
Stick a half in there.
You think you'll make it that far?
I hope so. She lived a clean life. And
I was asking you earlier, how did people live so long back then when there was so much disease and lard and all that stuff? And maybe it is a part of that clean life.
lived till in their 90s and 90s.
They often said that but if you talk to the sisters, most of them would say they felt like they lived that long because they had honored their mother and father, and they had put God first in their life,
I heard that
and they
from
felt that that was what gave them that long life.
well, good for them. And
My mother would often ask when she was 100, 101, she would say, I wonder why God lets me live this long. And we would tell her it's because that God knew that we still needed her to be here for us. So, we meant that because we needed her.
any special stories or remembrances from you two sisters? If you want to eat, go ahead.
Well, we talk about the weekend in the mountains.
Oh, no.
Okay, on the first weekend in December, all the sisters, mother sisters, there were 6 that lived to adulthood. We would meet up.
Just 6, no boys, 6 girls.
There was 11 children in all.
Uh-huh.
2 died in infancy. 1 died at the age of 40 from breast cancer with metastasis, and the others all lived to their 90s.
Okay.
And so then,
And who were the father and the mother of those children?
the father and mother was Fred Walter Ownby, who was also a preacher, and then Sophia Orlena Whaley.
Okay.
And so they were the mother of all the 11 children. So on the first weekend in December, all the sisters that were left living, the 6, they would go to the mountains together, and we were in a cabin. Then all the daughters of the sisters would go, and then all the granddaughters would go, and then sometimes the great-granddaughters. So for how many?
Over 50
Over
to 60
60
years.
Oh my gosh, what a wonderful tradition.
We still do it today.
Still do it today.
And we love it, and it's a great time for all of us to get together and rehash everything. And it was some of the funniest experiences in our life because we would hear them tell stories of when they were growing up, and some really, we would end up laughing continuously about their stories growing up. Here, as well as in their other Jake's Creek.
Does one pop in your mind as being that you remember very well, that you laughed a lot
There's
about?
something about that. They lived in this old house that had a wooden fireplace, and so the fireplace would make a woofing sound in the house. And so they all shared the bed a lot together because there were so many of them.
Yeah.
So one of them went in to get something out of the kitchen, and they heard that woofing sound, and they ran back to the bed real quick and said, "Oh, it's going to get me, it's going to get me, it's going to get me." And then the other says, "It's going to get me too," and they didn't even go in there. But we would laugh about that a lot.
If it gets one, they're going to have to get all, eh? And it was just the chimney.
It's the chimney. Yeah, it's the chimney.
I was thinking for me as a young child when we came up here, we used to walk up to the cemetery. We were young, and so we would walk up to the cemetery. And as we would walk, then they would show us things. This is where this is. If you go up through there, you will see stack rock everywhere, walls of stack rock. And that's where they kept their livestock inside there. And I used to think how long it would take them to stack rock on rock on rock. I mean, this is for a long time.
Yes.
You would see that. And they took the time to stack that rock to keep their livestock in.
And also perhaps to clear land to...
Yes. And then they would talk about how they would go to the river to get their water. They had to take their buckets, and they would go to the river
Porter's Creek.
a day.
Yes.
And get their water. And I as a young child, I would think, oh my goodness, that have to go through all that just to get a bucket of water.
Yeah.
So they would have something to drink. And then there is a place up there where our grandparents lived. And if you look at it very carefully, there is rock stepping stones that leads up. You can't see, there's no home place there. There's nothing left but a little bit of the chimney, and you can see where the cellar used to be. But there are stepping stones there that you can see the rock going up, and they would take us up there. And at the time when I was little, the chimney was still standing, and then there was a hole in the ground, and that's where the root cellar was. So they would tell us how they would cook over the fire there, and that to keep their milk and their stuff, they would have to put it down in the cellar to keep it cold.
They didn't have a spring house. Okay.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
It told me, but
didn't have a refrigerator either. No, of course not.
As a young child, those things were very impressionable to me.
Yeah.
Because I lived in a home with a refrigerator and electricity and water. So,
What a difference.
you start thinking about, gosh, how did they do all that?
Yeah, really. Well, I was here on Tuesday with the retired citizens, and one person said that up those little steps was a home of Vanderbilt Whaley at one point. Is that untrue?
I don't know that name.
Okay. Okay.
No, there is something we do know. We do know that at some point someone did take ownership of that property.
Ah.
Right before the park took over.
Okay. So it could be or not.
Yeah.
Well, are you ready to eat? I want to talk some. Okay. Thank you.
One more story
Okay, you tell it.
that I just thought of. When we would come up here, we had to dress up like we were going to church. I mean, I'd have to wear a little dress and shoes and socks. And we knew that we wanted to get in the water after we ate. So our dads would say, well, we're going to take the kids down to the water. And of course, the moms would say, be careful that they don't get wet. And our dads would throw not pebbles, but rocks in the water so that water could splash up on our clothes, and then we'd have to change them, and then we got to get in the water.
Oh, boy.
They were
One of the
great.
treats of being in Greenbrier.
Pappy and Uncle Bert, right?
Pappy and Uncle, yeah. Pappy.
And you're talking about the water across the road.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So this is your dad.
Crosby Lawrence Drew III, and he was he's an Ownby Whaley.
And he is in a tent? Is this
Yes,
a military?
Yes, Vietnam. In
Oh, he was in Vietnam.
68.
My goodness. And what was his name again?
Well, they called him Butch.
Butch.
My Grammy called him Butch.
Okay, yeah.
But and she's my grandma's an Ownby Whaley.
And did he survive the war?
Yes, he did. He
Came
did.
back and moved to
He lived in Knoxville, Corrigan.
Well, good.
But,
And he had how many children?
well, 4.
And you're one of them?
Yes, one of them.
Okay, good deal. Thanks.
Thank you.
I will meet you in the morning by the bright riverside, when the sorrow has drifted away. I'll be standing at the portals when the gates open wide, at the close of life's long dreary day. I'll meet you in the morning, meet you in the morning. How do you do? How do you do? Sit down by the river, sit down by the river, raptured all the quaint and street new. Know me in the morning, know me in the morning. Smiles that I wear, smiles that I wear. Meet you in the morning, meet you in the morning. City built for swear. I will meet you in the morning at the end of the way, on the streets of that city of gold, where we all can be together and be happy for a while the years and the ages shall roll. I'll meet you in the morning, meet you in the morning. How do you do? How do you do? Sit down by the river, sit down by the river.
Ownbys, come on.
All the quaint and street new. Know me in the morning, know me in the morning. Smiles that I wear, smiles that I wear. Meet you in the morning, meet you in the morning. City built for square.
I'm Deborah Hembry.
Deborah. And what's your family line? A Whaley background?
Ownby.
Ownby background. No Whaleys
Whaley.
mixed in
No,
there?
No, grandmother was a Whaley and grandfather was Ownby.
Uh-huh. And what year were you born, if you don't mind saying?
1956.
1956. And somebody's behind you trying to hide. What's your name?
I'm her son, Chad Jesse,
Hi, Chad Jesse. When were you born?
78.
Okay, and then we've met you already, but go ahead and tell us again.
I'm Joel Ownby. I was born in 1949. And of course, my grandfather was a Ownby and grandmother was a Whaley.
Okay. And then the Willie Nelson substitute back there. What's your name?
Rob Sweat.
Bob Sweat. Rob Sweat.
Yep.
Okay, Rob. When were you born?
1970.
1970. Young man.
Yeah.
Oh, so young. Now there's somebody else there in pink who's sneaking in. What's your name?
Ann Underwood.
Hi, Anna.
Oh, I'm a
Ownby and Whaley.
Ownby Whaley. And when were you born? What year?
59.
59. Okay, so we've met Mr. Sweat back there, and we know that he was born in the 70s.
70.
Okay.
1970.
And who is this pretty lady?
Hi, I'm Olivia Bell. I'm of Ownby.
You don't know?
It's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience.
I was born in 2006.
Oh, baby. Sheer baby. And there you are again.
Yes.
Remind us who you are.
I'm Brenda Louise Sweat. And Drew in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yes. I'm an Ownby and a Whaley, and I was born in 1948.
Okay. And then the two behind you, come forward so we can see you better. Yeah, there you go. What's your names?
Jerry
and Susan Klein. She is the reason I'm here. She is a Drew Ownby.
Okay. Anna Whaley. Okay. What years were you born?
1952.
52.
45.
1945. Okay. Thank you. And we got some more scrunched over here. Somebody who's had a recent haircut, it looks like. Who is that? What's your name?
Hank.
Hank, how old are you?
11.
So you weren't born too long ago. About 1915? 2015, something like that. Okay. All right. And who is this woman over here?
Sophia Jan Underwood Beretta. I am a Ownby Whaley, born in 1959. I'm the twin to that one.
In pink?
Yes. She's the oldest.
She's got, you've got more hair than she does. Okay, thank you. Did we get to what year you were born?
1959.
59, okay. Yes, sir, little fella. What's your name?
Owen.
Hello, Owen. How old are you?
6.
6 years old. Is this your first time here?
Yep.
Did you like it? Would you want to come back?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because got to keep that family tradition going. And what's your name? We've met you. What's your name again?
Tessie Jean Drew.
Kathy Drew Bell.
I'm Ownby Whaley.
Uh-huh. And we know when you were born, so I'm sure you don't want to say it.
1969.
Okay. And next to you is?
Caroline Bell.
Yeah.
I'm Tessie Bell's daughter.
Oh.
I was born in 2005 in an Ownby Whaley.
You learn a lot in these things, don't you? And I hear you like coming to these reunions.
Yes, I love them.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. We've met you, but tell us one more time.
I'm Kathy King, and I belong to Naomi Ownby Farmer, who was Whaley Ownby.
And born in?
Oh, I was born in 1959.
Okay. And one more, we met you too, but what's your name again?
I'm Phyllis Diane Farmer Schneider, and I was born in 1949,
Uh-huh. Good.
quite a while ago.
Well, anybody got any special memories they would like to share? I've heard a lot from some of the Ownbys. What I would like for you to do then is just come a little closer to the camera and then go on where you need to go. And you can say something if you want to, or just wave, or stick your tongue out, whatever you want to do. Just come on by, each person. There you go.
We had wonderful grandparents and wonderful parents, and we are who we are today because of them. And she'll always remember our roots that belong to Greenbrier.
There you go.
Love Greenbrier.
Yeah. The solid too. Okay.
This is a great place. We've
It
always
is. So
enjoyed
this is
coming.
your family? These two boys are your...
Yeah, this one belongs to my daughter.
Okay.
This belongs to my son.
All right. Good deal. Good to see you. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful place.
Isn't it? It's a beautiful place. I've loved this place many years.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, thank you for doing it. Thank you for sharing.
Love you, Papa Butch.
Oh,
Many of us here are in our 60s and 70s,
Yeah.
and we've been coming here since we were little kids.
oh, and loving it.
We used to wade, and we would turn blue in the river.
Only God can make something this nice.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Well,
You're on the road again?
great to see y'all.
Oh,
Sort
no.
of. You know, if you run into a bear, you play dead.
Oh, is that the way it goes?
Yep.
That's what Wiley Oakley said. Stand still, and if the bear don't run, you run.
My best friend, Wally Oakley, is his grandfather. So. Yep.
Who?
Well, his name's Ellis, but his mom's last name's Ellis.
Oh,
but
you're kin to Penny.
but his mom's
You're kin to Penny.
Penny Oakley.
Penny Oakley Ellis.
Yeah, I'm not kin to her, but her son is one of my best friends.
The one who runs the pizza parlor?
One of the pizza place.
Called Roman Man Pizza.
Which is where I work.
All right.
Yeah, I work there for them.
Good deal. I'm glad to know that.
Thank you for being here.
I am glad to be here.
Today was tomorrow. shadow or sunshine or rain. The Lord I know ruleth for everything, and all of my worry is vain. Living by faith, yes, living by faith in Jesus above, trusting, confiding in His great love, yes, in His great love. From sheltering on, I'm living by faith, and feel no alarm. Our Lord will return to this earth some sweet day. Our troubles will then all be o'er. The Master so gently will lead us away beyond that blessed heavenly shore. Living by faith, yes, living by faith in Jesus above, trusting, confiding in His great love, yes, in His great love. From our sake, He's sheltering on, I'm living by faith, and feel no alarm.
This is my great grandparents.
And their names were Ownby,
Yes,
And-
Joel and Elizabeth.
Joel, and Elizabeth.
is what she's named. Her name is Elizabeth.
What did you say? You're how many great?
3.
And Joel, that you talked to,
Is that
he was
right?
named after him.
2, 3.
Joel Ownby.
Okay.
She's named
Two
after
for us.
her.
2 for us. Well, it's
But 3 for them.
no. It'd be 4 for them. If it's 2 for us, is it 2 for us?
Be 4.
4 for them. 4 for them.
2
'Cause-
for us.
yeah, because we got your mom and your daddy.
And the coins are just left by visitors who.
We guess, we don't know.
Somebody does that. I don't know.
Here's our aunts right here.
what that means.
This is Ruth and Bessie. These are our mother's sisters.
Okay.
Died in infancy.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah. Everything's a long time ago.
Take those to the we need to cut them off. I've got the snippers. What else do we do up here?
Got some scissors.
What else do we do up here? I don't know if we do that yet. Because we're taking about all
Oh, I meant to put. Oh, yeah, I meant to put on.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And these were the two sisters.
Yep.
And one of them died early on. Which one was that? Looks like it was.
One of them was just a few days old.
This was it.
Bessie. Yeah.
From October 21 to October 25.
My mother was the last one
That
that
lived
was
here.
born here
Born here.
before Papa sold. They left before it became a park.
Were these twins or born separate times? Separate times.
One of them was a few days old. One was
About 2 years.
couple of years
About
old.
two. That was
A few days
It was a
old.
couple years old.
That was a couple of years old. They think that she died with polio. They think. They don't know.
Mm.
She died with polio.
Mm-hmm.
They never knew what this one died when. She was crying the whole time since she was born.
Can you imagine not wanting to be in Greenbrier?
That's good.
Okay.
I thought she wanted to get a picture.
I got a picture. I got them all. There's somebody out there. Somebody that's here.
No, it's like you're just trying to.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we ready? Everybody blink one good time, and then cheese. All right. You're welcome.
What are you looking at?
All this stuff.
Wait, don't get up there. You're going to get up there and get pork now.
Yeah, the past what's done.
This is one thing.
They did a great job of running some dogs up here to help break the water.
I guess I'll say these others.
So what's the word on this one, this marker?
This one here, I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. I just know that we put a flower on it. Our parents put a flower on it.
And they probably knew.
And they may have told us and we forgot.
Yes, that's honest.
They probably told us who it was and we forgot.
Yeah, sure.
That was the thing.
And this was a baby, so I just put a flower on it.
I mean, I've seen them on.
So you started with nothing.
Yep. Well, look, you in with it. And then you get everything after that point. Leave the change. There might be rocks in heaven.
Do Google it.
Katie Burton was the best ranger ever.
Yes.
We're going to get wet. We're going to melt. Yeah. But thank goodness for the rain. We have needed this rain.